Welcome to another episode of Riding and Wrenching, the biggest little YouTube channel on the entire interwebs. I am your host, Q the Rider, and in this episode, I am going to talk about the 5 dumbest things that I was told as a new rider. Now, just a quick background, I've been riding for about 4 years. I guess I was going through some kind of midlife crisis, and here I am today, riding every day. I love riding my motorcycle. But when I started riding, I spoke to a lot of people who had been riding for decades. Some said they had been riding as long as they'd been walking, and they shared with me some of their experience. And some of the things that I was told was dumb. So let's talk about what some of those things were. Number one, you should never use your front brake. If you use your front brake, the bike is going to go down. You don't want to use your front brake in turns. It's dangerous. I never use my front brake. That's what I was told. That's a dumb thing to say. The fact of the matter is the front brakes on your motorcycle are about 70% of your braking power. If you need to stop your bike quickly, you have to use your front brakes. There's a smart way to do it, and you need to learn how to use your front brakes just like you use your rear brakes. In fact, in the MSF course, they tell you to use both. Now, there are times where I stay off of my front brake at slower speeds, below 5 miles an hour, unless I'm at a stoplight. I may apply the brakes to hold the bike still, but other than that, I use my brakes anytime I want. Number two, dumbest thing that I was told as a new rider. Don't use your rear brake. I never use my rear brake. I have my feet on my highway pegs and I'm just relaxing and cruising. That's what the front brakes are for. I've got the same set of rear brake pads I had when I bought my bike. That is insane. In fact, the person who believes that probably turns their motorcycle like a duck. But that's another story. But the bottom line is your rear brakes are very important, especially at slower speeds when they give you a little bit more control over the motorcycle to do things like making tight U-turns. And if I listen to the first guy and the second guy, I don't know how how I would stop my bike. Maybe like the Flintstones or something. I'm not sure. Number 3 of the dumbest things I was told as a new rider. Helmets are only good for identifying your body if you are involved in an accident. Okay, I don't even know how to respond to that one. It's so dumb. Because the fact of the matter is a helmet can save your life in a lot of different accidents. Is it going to save you in every single accident? Of course not. But people trip and fall and bang their head on a curb and die. If you fall off of a motorcycle going 20, 30, 40, 50 miles an hour and bang your head on the street, your chances of survival go way down without a helmet on. A helmet can save your life. Some helmets are better than others. You have full face helmets, which protect your entire face, or you have a half helmet, which leaves a lot of your face exposed. But at the end of the day, any helmet or any proper motorcycle helmet is much better than riding without a helmet at all. Number 4 of the dumbest things that I was told as a new rider. Motorcycle clubs are all gangs. Have you seen Sons of Anarchy? That's what they do. That couldn't be farther from the truth. All motorcycle clubs are not gangs. In fact, if you enjoy riding and you want to ride a lot and you want to experience it with other people, you're going to have some type of club, whether it's an informal club or a formal club. But a club will surround you with people who share your passion in riding. There are motorcycle clubs for virtually anything that you might want to do. There are clubs for Christians. There are clubs for firefighters and police officers. There's clubs for anything that you might imagine. You can find a club that shares your beliefs, your interest in the way that you like to live your life, and you get to ride with other people. So that's what makes clubs great. In fact, one of the things that surprised me the most about being in a motorcycle club is that sometimes we sit around and we talk about safe riding. So there's a lot of advantages to being in a motorcycle club, and every motorcycle club is not a gang. And yes, I did watch Sons of Anarchy, and I absolutely love that show. And finally, number 5 of the dumbest things that I was told as a motorcycle rider. Motorcycles are dangerous. You're going to become an organ donor. You're a meat grinder. Come on. Well, some of that stuff is true. Riding a motorcycle can be dangerous, especially if you don't know what you're doing. There are a lot of things that you can do to make motorcycle riding very safe. You want to take the MSF course. You want to ride your motorcycle often. It's not something that you can just ride every 3 or 4 months or on the occasional nice day. A motorcycle officer once said to me, your motorcycle skills are perishable. In other words, you need to keep practicing. You need to focus on continuing to get better. And there's a lot of different ways to do it. There's a lot of phenomenal YouTube channels that you can follow with motorcycle instructors or motor officers, people that have a lot of skill that you can learn from that have very good reputations. In fact, a couple that I follow on a very regular basis, there's Robert Simmons, Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle, MC Rider, Law Abiding Biker. Those are good sources of information that can help you continue to learn more, but you also have to ride. All right, so those are some of the 5 dumbest things that I was told as a new rider. I could probably run off a list of several more, but those are the ones that stuck out in my mind the most. Leave me a comment in the comments section and tell me about some of the dumb things that you've heard said to new riders. This is Q. I'm riding, I'm wrenching, and I am out.